Hello, people of the internet. I'm back. Well, sort of. I actually have a lot to do before I can actually start scheduling videos all of a sudden. I meant to record this video last night, and then right up here, water started leaking through my ceiling, which is also the floor of the bathroom after I took a shower. Some sort of manifold for the actual water going up into the shower head is leaking, and it's apparently going to be a multi-hour job. And on top of me having to completely re-destroy the living room, although it was never cleaned up in the first place because we're still unpacking and things are still a disaster, that was not fun. And so it's not fixed yet. They're coming in anytime now, between now and the next hour or so, hopefully, and probably going to take all day. So this is my only opportunity to record this video. But I did want to say I am moved into the new place. I do have my desk in the process of being set up. I don't actually have a mic arm or anything yet. I need to order new ones because most of mine are pretty busted. And I don't have a lot of money right now. But we are in the new place. Things are going smoothly. We've got some couches and an HD CRT TV that I'll be making a video on soon because it's freaking awesome. And yeah, the move was crazy. This was the hardest move I've ever done, although I've only moved a couple of times. It beat me to hell and back. I am bruised all over the place and sore as can be. That sounds very whiny, but we had a lot to move, a lot of it very heavy, and many, many trips of me just carrying all the little stuff that I have all over the place. Time to throw away a lot more stuff. But as far as what you can expect on the channel, hopefully by time Wednesday comes, I will have normal scheduled uploads going. You won't see anything really from the new place for a while. I am working on an entire dedicated recording studio for reviews and tutorial A-roll and things like that up in our spare bedroom that we now have. But I do still have plenty of content to schedule up. I already have a lot already uploaded to YouTube. You Patreon subscribers already know this, so shout out to you guys. But I already have a lot of videos already prepped and ready to go that should have gone up a little while ago. I'm really frustrated. I had a couple reviews that were pretty time sensitive and things like that that aren't going to get up. Or, I mean, that didn't get up in time, so that's a little annoying. But I'm still going to post them because I still made them and want them to go live. And I also, at some point within the month or so before I moved, I recorded an updated setup and studio tour with, it was a two-parter, I believe, with a focus on a couple different aspects of it, going into actual detail. Because my problem with setup videos and studio tours is either they're just slow and awkward as hell, or it's whipping the camera around and being like, here's my computer, here's my this, here's that, here's this, and it just makes you motion sick, and it's not very informative. So since you've already seen the basis of how my setup works, or that setup worked in the first place from the previous setup videos, this was a more detailed tour of how I have things specifically set up and why, how the sound treatment worked, how I dealt with cables and things like that. And if it turned out well at all, because it was like a month ago and I don't even know where the audio is off the top of my head, then I will post that before you even see anything from the new place. But we shall see. Channel's doing quite nicely. It actually seemed to grow quite a bit in my absence, which is a little frustrating and hilarious. But I do appreciate, ow, hit my bruise on my hand. Welcome all new people to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you'll like what you see. I have a couple really big projects coming up that I've been waiting on approval to post, as well as my usual content. Thanks to some help from Taryn over at Linus Media Group, his tutorials. I do have a really, really cool OBS setup that I've been working on for a while. He had just the final element to really polish it off in terms of doing tutorials, and it's going to improve things greatly. I am now just using a dual monitor setup, which is a little weird to get used to. I'm used to having the other little 1080p one over here, but I'll get used to it. Lots of content coming, lots of stuff to talk about at some point on the channel. I also even have Gears of War 4, which I'm going to be checking out, and Titanfall 2 looks freaking fantastic and isn't getting any love from EA because they're not doing microtransactions or season passes, so I'm going to fight tooth and nail to get that game as much support as possible, but I can't even afford it yet. But things are going all right. The move was crazy. It took an entire week to even get like moved in, and then as soon as we get moved in, there's a leak in our ceiling. So we're getting there. Hopefully things smooth out from here on, and like I said, hopefully by Wednesday things should be back to normal. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. That's all I've got to say right now.
I also want to take a moment to give a huge thanks and shout out to our recent Patreon subscribers. Without you guys, these videos would not be possible, and I thoroughly appreciate your help. Visit patreon.com/EposVox to learn more.